I'm Skylar Woodward, and I'm 2018 Moscone Cup MVP, and you're watching Railbirds TV.
Hey, Railbirds, Kevin and Cherry here. All right, first match of the day for our continuing 9-ball coverage from the 2019 Derby City Classic. We have Danny Olson versus Sajal Ghimire. Thank you guys for tuning in today. We're your hosts, Kevin and Cherry Ross. This match brought to you by Diamond Billiard Products, BilliardShoppingNetwork.com, and us, Railbirds Productions. Thank you guys for tuning in today.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Remember to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell. If you don't ring that bell, you won't get notified when we put up new videos or when we go live. And remember to share. Sharing is caring. And if you like what we do, consider a small monthly donation at patreon.com. Helps keep our coffee cups full and the live streams coming. As everyone knows, live streamers, we run on coffee. And we like the good stuff. So buy us a coffee every month. Keep those live streams coming. And if you're at the $5 a month or more level, you're going to get a autographed photograph from Sky Woodward, 2018 Moscone Cup MVP. All right, we have Danny Olson at the table now. While he figures out what to do here, let's go over these rules real quick. We are playing some Derby City rules 9-ball. The break is the winner's option. It is rack your own. AccuRack is mandatory. The 9-ball must be racked on the spot. We are breaking from the break box. Jump cues not allowed. And one other rule that's not on that graphic is we are playing with a 3-point break rule. That means you must drive a minimum of 3 balls, either past the head string or into the pockets. Any combination thereof. If you fail to do so, that will be an illegal break. You will lose your turn at the table. Incoming player will have the option to accept the table as is or pass it back. And if they do pass it back, you will not have the option to push out.
Now, if they take the option, do they get to push out?
I don't think so.
Push
That's
out's
a
gone.
good question. And one other question, which remains unanswered, is if they make the 9 on the break, but it's an illegal break, does that count as a win?
It shouldn't be if it's an illegal break.
I wouldn't think so, but people are saying yes, it still counts. So I'm not sure on that one. That needs to be clarified still.
Well, we'll have to ask the people in the know.
Yeah, all right, Danny, working on a break and run here to set the tone.
Yeah, he's got natural position here.
Oh,
well.
Wow, that commentator's jinx is some powerful juju. It goes back in the past and makes him miss.
Like 2.5 weeks. 3 weeks, something like that. And what is Sajal going to do here? He can cut this 6-ball in. What happens with you got to not get a double kiss would be okay with the 9. You just got to be careful you don't get trapped with it.
Yeah, I think it'll knock the 9 out of the way. Oh, he's just going for the safety, and
if that gets all the way at the end rail, it's a nice shot.
Yeah, but I think Danny's gonna slice this in. It's not quite the safety that Sajal was looking for.
got good on this 8-ball here. Just pop it and stop right there, or he can follow forward and come off the end rail and back out for the 9-ball. He's going to go forward. Oh, hit that a little crisp. That should be okay here. Just cut this ball in. A little bit below center to pull it back to the rail. Danny Olson with game number 1. They do also have the Derby City rule for 9-ball. If you are to run 9 and out on your opponent, they then have the chance to do that to you. If they do, it goes to a sudden death 1 game, and you lag for that 1 game. That's what Kevin talked about in the rules, the no jump cues. If you are to jump, you must use your full playing cue. You can't even use your break cue. It must be your playing cue. Danny right out at the very edge of that break box. One goes rocketing into the corner, or the side, and he's got a shot on the 2, but that 4-3 is kind of a little messed up here. If he could float the 2 in and hold the cue ball down on that lower third of the table there, he'd be able to play it safe on the 3-ball, is making it across and playing behind the 4, or sending the 3 up table and leaving the cube on the 4, depending on what kind of angle he gets. And I think it's probably what he'll choose to do. He may even draw to the side rail and back out and try and break him up like that. Oh no, they got tied back up together there. Danny could thin off of inside there by the rail and send the cue ball, hit as thin as he can and try and get the cue ball down table between behind the 8-5 would be ideal. If he can't hit that angle, he's going to try and get him behind the 6. And all kinds of balls down there to work with, and it actually looks like it's with the 7-ball. Hit 4 or 5 different balls there he could hook Sajal with. Sajal's just eyeing up where he wants to hit this on the rail. It's kind of a steep angle there for the cue ball to come off of to try to kick this in one rail and put the 3-ball in this lower right-hand corner here. Could go straight in the other corner, could glance off the 9, depending on where he comes off of it at. So this is a pretty touchy shot here for Sajal.
Table 30, you're on the clock. Cesar Arcano, table 30.
This match you were watching, it was recorded at this year's Derby City Classic about 3 weeks ago, and is being uploaded as a live stream with live commentary. The brackets, or well, not really brackets, Derby City is a whole different monster. It is a blind draw, redraw every round. It's a single elimination, but everybody gets 1 buyback option. So you do get it. It is technically double with that, but yeah, and it's all those remaining is redrawn back into pairs for the next round, and so on and so forth. You can find all of the scheduled matches, completed matches, and results at the derbycityclassic.com. Looks like Danny's gotten pretty straight on this. He's just going to be able to roll forward for this 5-ball. I think he'd like to have gone. I mean, that 6 is in a precarious place where you'd like to get further so that your cue ball doesn't have to hit the 8 going from the 5 to the 6. But if you do that, you take the chance of being hooked by the 6.
Yeah, so he's going to have to play off this 8. Oh, nice double kiss. That worked out.
Yes, it did. Yeah, right about there underneath it, so he could just follow forward for the 7. Play the 7 in the corner. Is that where he's looking at playing shape? Coming underneath the 7 to play it down at right here, one of these 2 corners where he's standing.
I think he'd play it in the side. And wow, he had more angle than I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't think he had to do that. I thought he'd just put it in and play the 7 in the side, but that was a nice shot.
Yeah.
Nice angle on this 7. This looks pretty good.
He's going to roll to what would be short side shape here. Or can he? Has he got side to go to the left side of the 8 from here? Yeah, short side. That's what I thought.
Yeah, actually, I thought he might pop it and go to the side rail and drift down for the 8, but
Yeah, he's coming backwards 3 rails here. That's the way I would shoot this with this slight angle that he has.
This is player's choice. He could go backwards or forwards. Either way would work, but I prefer to go backwards there.
That's one of the Burt Kinister shots. Almost exactly that.
Right.
And that's one of the ones from the 60-minute workout, right?
I believe it is, yes. Game number 2, Danny Olson. So yeah, we had over 400 entrants in this 9-ball division. And what is so awesome about Derby City is for your $160 entry, you can play against world champions. You know, it's not that expensive. It's awesome. You know, there's world champions everywhere you turn around and you can play against them.
Yeah.
So I love that about Derby.
Yeah, give you names. I mean, it's everybody is there. European.
You got people from Russia, Albania, Taiwan, China, all over the place.
Philippines, you know.
Philippines, yes. You can just put up your $160 and play against them.
That was a nice break. But no shot on the 1, and because of the no jump cue rule, I think I sense a push out coming.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be trying to go rail first to make this one.
Oh, no, he looks like he's wanting to. Oh, no, he's going to push the 3 ball up there. Or just move the 3 a little bit and leave a kick shot.
Yeah, I'm
push
not
the
sure
3
what
up
he
the
has.
line just a little bit here and leave where you can kick at the 1. Yep.
Yep, that's what he's doing. It's like you might think he was pushing out to a jump shot, but no, that's not what he's doing.
And normally they probably would have,
Mm-hmm.
but because you can't use it, you can't use the jump cue here. You push to the 1 rail kick.
Sajal is studying.
Yeah. Risk versus reward here. What's the best way to kick at it? Do I want to kick at it and let him? What to happen if I do this? Or
Yeah, I'm passing this one back all day long.
Yeah.
Say, all right, have at it. Show me something.
Have fun.
If you make this, good on you. Or if you kick me safe.
Yeah, if the guy kicks this in and runs out on you, you shake. You know, you're like, good game. What do you do, right? There you go.
Yeah, I'm passing this one back. Even with jump cues, if jump cues were allowed, I would still consider passing this back. But with no jump cues, yeah, there's no way I'm shooting at this.
Yeah, John, a 564 is probably near the top of anybody above mid 500s is probably your top tier APA, right? You would think.
Yeah, James says that's probably a 6 or a 7. Yeah, in that ballpark.
And that would be 8 ball, not 9 ball. 9 ball, it would be an 8 or a 9 because that's what the ceiling is, and 9 ball is 9, right? At least that's what it used to be.
Yeah, 9 ball goes up to 9. All right, so Sajal chose to take this on and has left this pretty tough for Danny.
I don't even know if I'd have shot for that shot in the side pocket there.
I don't know if he was shooting at it. He may have been trying to play safe and
Yeah.
just caught the point. Or maybe that was like a two-way shot. Maybe if I make it, great. If I miss it, it goes, down table behind those balls.
Yeah.
That might have been what he was thinking. Bit of a two-way shot. And Mike Page from Fargo Rate, he did put out an article a while back that compares Fargo Rate with different handicapping systems like APA and such. So there's a chart somewhere online that you can go find. I
Yeah.
don't have that handy.
Mike's put out a ton of stuff
Yes, he has.
on Fargo Rate and how it compares to things, and people talking about sand. Wow, I didn't think he could see through there.
Shot.
Nice shot. Sandbagging issues and league play versus tournament play stats, and all kinds of stuff is out there. So go educate yourself on it. Just Google Mike Page Fargo Rate. Because he's put it on on Facebook, on AZ Billiards, and different groups and stuff all over the place. That was a really nice shot he hit there.
Yeah.
You just stop right there, maybe even draw it back a little bit or float forward. Yeah, I like to stop for the side pocket or
Yeah, a stop shot is perfect. So yeah, why complicate things? Just shoot the stop shot.
oh my gosh, it's Josh.
Welcome, Josh, to the chat room. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.
Follow two rails here being elevated. You don't want to try and jack up real high and dig in for the
Yeah,
draw
that's pretty
here.
much your only choice.
Oh, and it's natural too. It really is.
Ooh, wiped its feet.
Now,
but
had he hit that with draw and hit it like that, it would have rattled in the hole. Because he hit it with follow, it allowed the ball to go. Nice out. 3-0. And Danny's break. It is winner option, not winner break. I have yet to see somebody not elect to break after winning a game.
yeah, I have not seen anyone elect to pass the break, but you never know that there might be a situation where that's the proper strategy. With if neither one of you are breaking well, you don't want to break because you're just breaking them open for your opponent, and your opponent isn't breaking well either. So just let him break them open for you. That might be when that strategy would be useful. But other than that, yeah, everyone's opting to break.
Yeah. What do you think about sliding off this? You got the 7 and the 3
Oh,
as
yeah.
a blocker, and maybe even get back underneath the 4, because look at that 2-9. How juicy is that?
Yeah, if you can come off that 1, leave the 1 behind the 3-7, get that cue ball over there behind the 4, that would be pretty nice.
And it looks like he's got the angle to be able to do that here. He
Oh.
may just elect to go to the rail and not, because there is no jump cue, but I'd be afraid to leave a gap after that last shot between the 7-3 there.
Yeah, he's just, he didn't get unlucky and leave a window, did he?
That's what I was saying. After that last one, I'd be trying to get under the 4. Because then if, the one ball comes out even further, you've got the 4, the 5, and the 8.
Yeah, he may have got a little unlucky there and left that window.
Hey, well, if he's left it, it looks like maybe the 1 off of the 9.
If he has to. It's hard to tell exactly what he can see of this one. Either the 1 straight in, or if he doesn't have that, he might have the 1 off the 9.
Yeah. But, I mean, even if he can shoot the 1 straight in, the cue ball's going to float off just the tiniest bit, and maybe have the billiard if he can't shoot the 2-9 combination, if he can see enough of this 1 to make it.
The angle looks to me like if he shoots the one straight in, he'll have plenty of angle to come out for the 2-9. He was going for off the 9, and he's made the 7, and he's, well, you can see the
he
1.
made the 3 also, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I guess he did. Yeah, the 3's gone. They're both gone. I only saw the 7.
Now do the bank length of the table on the 1 here, or play safe, bank the 1 ball down and let the cue ball drift in behind the 4.
Ooh, that's a tough shot. Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. I think I just go for the shot. Oh, you can drill it like that. Yeah.
Grip it and rip it and get decent. I wasn't going to say, we'll say perfect, but he's gotten good on this 2-9. It's not ball and hand shape, but he got good from, especially from
looks
where he
pretty
was.
darn good to me.
Yeah, it looks juicy. It ain't no prime steak, but it's juicy. There we go.
Hey, John Faulkner, welcome back. John, he's a diehard. He's stuck with us till about almost 4 a.m. watching the One Pocket, and he's back for more punishment.
Good on you, John. I was in bed at 2:30, 3 o'clock maybe the latest.
Well, I don't know what time zone he's in.
It's still late. I mean, if you're in America.
No, he might be in Europe somewhere. I don't know. Bitte. So maybe he's in Germany. The name sounds kind of German.
One straight in the side. Made a 3-point roll is good. A good break. Yeah, it was. Watching the acrylic dry. Yeah, that first game, it was, what was it, 40 minutes or something with 4 balls on the table? Maybe an hour, it felt like.
It was quite the battle they had.
Some people like those. It's not for me. Yeah, I went for the combination and got a little love there. Yeah, it's strange is that that Jamie Goodwin is a he is a past U.S. Straight pool champion. That is on the line to the hole. Don't get in there.
It didn't get in there.
Yeah. Good thing we're playing on a diamond. Greetings from Las Vegas, Sonic Racing. Thanks for joining us. No, Jamie Goodwin from last night there, John. He was a straight pool, U.S. straight pool champ, right? U.S. Was that the U.S. Open straight pool or whatever, Jamie? Yeah, Curtis, sorry we started without you again. We tried to wait. We even started late. We started like 18 minutes late and you weren't here. We had to go, man.
We waited as long as we could.
Rich read the that is a to stop people from soft breaking the 3-point rule where it's 1 ball a combination of 3 balls past the head string or pocketed on the break. But that's to stop from the soft break. Keeps the game moving. What do you think about a 2-rail kick here?
So this says Jamie Goodwin won the 1996 U.S. Open one pocket
One
and
pocket.
was runner-up at 1997.
One pocket. I thought, wow, and then it really shocking that that game went like it did. I thought it was straight pool, but one pocket, really? So he was playing with Cookie Monster in them. Back out. A little more, a little more. That's nice. Now he can go to the side rail and at the line on the angle of the 5 rather than trying to just stop.
Yeah.
And he stopped anyway.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to shoot a stop shot because he was dead straight on the 4 and just shoot a stop shot, give you plenty of angle to come up for the 6. But
It looks to me
with
like he
this
had
angle,
the angle to go to the side rail.
yeah, this angle will probably go 2 rails because that keeps you right on the line to the 6.
Yep,
Nicely done.
straight at the line. Just draw it back, about where it is right now would be kind of perfect, or even straighter in. What about
Yeah.
straight in so that you can
No.
shoot the 8 below the 9?
No, I like the middle of the table, like right where the cue ball is right now. Looks perfect to me. Then you can just come across for the 8.
I think
But
he
no,
likes.
he's going your route.
Yeah, that 9 ball. If you come too deep, can come into play. If you come too deep down the rail, hitting that second rail, and here he just draws straight back, and the 9 ball is never in play.
I mean, it's easy to get just kind of a little funny angle on the 7 when you try to get straight, and he did. He got a little funny angle on that 7,
And he hit it
but
perfect.
it's going to work out.
He pop forward off of this, and 9 in the other corner. 5-0.
All right. Danny's making it look easy.
Danny Olson off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Not letting up, not going to let Sajal breathe. I've said it a few times, keep your foot on their throat, and people look at me like, what? Yeah, you don't let them breathe, Not like I literally think you should go and stand on their throat.
Yeah, metaphorically. All right, Danny with the break.
Now he is electing to break himself. Is that a legal break? I didn't see if the 3 ball went down there.
I didn't see. The way the balls reacted, I'm thinking that might not be a legal break.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 ball and the 4 ball. Yeah. And maybe they're not realizing what's, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I didn't see where that 3 ball went, but if that 3 ball didn't cross the head string, then yeah, this would not be a legal break. And
I think the pool gods were like, no, no, no. I think Curtis Roberts is saying that Danny doesn't play well with others. Somebody should tell him to let somebody else play sometime.
Hey, it's T. Cronbo in the chat room.
What's up, Ron Boyle? How you doing?
Whoa, cue ball.
From
Yikes.
Traverse City. I've heard of that place before.
Yeah, you got a hold of that one.
Every bit of it. Yeah.
Fortunately, he can still see the 3. He's not corner hooked.
Yeah.
So he's got that going for him.
John went back and looked at it, said 3-ball did not.
Yep. That was an illegal break, so he should have lost his turn at the table. But Sajal wasn't paying attention. Probably neither one of them were.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want that rope that we're getting.
Well, I'm thinking maybe he can't see the 3.
He can see it, but he would like to be able to get out where he is to be able to cut it to that upper left-hand corner, but he's going to have to back cut it. What do you think about banking it? This could be, no, it's going to bounce off.
Yeah, there was no real safety opportunity there. Yeah, you just got to go for the cut. He, didn't miss it by much. It was a tough shot for sure, especially those back cuts to the blind pocket. Those are tough shots. All right, now here he's got some options.
Either go to cue ball behind
just gonna
those.
try to duck in behind there, and
you gotta hit it.
Well, actually, I think he can just put this in the side and roll forward. So I don't think that's gonna work out for Sajal. Danny not letting that flying cue ball distract him.
Yeah. Well, they seem to have the paces table, or they're off a little bit on it. Both seem to be under hitting, but well, Sajal overhit that one, but for the most part, coming up short. The both of them on the position. And this is table 2, right? Yeah, this is table 2.
Yeah, this is table 2.
So this table was actually playing a little bit fast because of the cold air coming through that back door.
Yeah, he's got a little angle on the 7. I think he can just shoot this, just draw above the 8.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I don't know. He doesn't have a revo.
No, he didn't even try it. He was just content to just let it float down below the 8.
Yeah.
And he's such a great shot maker, this shouldn't be a problem for him.
Ron Boyle, you keep that name out of your mouth and off your fingertips, that word. Bad enough the weathermen are saying it. That B word. It's the first time they've used it this winter out here. And
You mean blizzard, that word?
you stop it. All of you use guys.
Nice shot there, Danny.
Yeah, it was. If you got to put it on line to the hole, I mean, it would have gone past the side pocket, but, it's going that direction. What does Bert say? If you got to put it on line to the hole, don't hit it hard enough to get there. Keep waiting. To the moon, Alice. And John Fargo would agree with you, but you know, hats off to somebody with a 560 Fargo rate that goes and puts their hat in the ring of a tournament that's got guys that have an 800 Fargo, and there's no guarantee that you won't play them. I'd
Well,
actually want to play
If
them.
if I was a 560 something Fargo rate and I'm entering a tournament with a lot of 800 plus guys, those are the guys I'm hoping to play. I'm not entering because I'm hoping to win the tournament. I'm entering to get a chance to play the world champions.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to get. You know, I've been that way for forever. Get a chance to play Shane Van Boning for $135? Absolutely.
160 for the 9 ball
160, okay.
and $100 rebuy.
Sky Woodward, Billy Thorpe, Francisco Bustamante, Jason Shaw, Justin Bergman, Justin Hall. All of these guys were there.
Ruslan Chynakov, Clint Kachi, and all the well, not all the Filipinos, a number of Filipinos. Yeah, I think you said Francisco Bustamante. Yeah, James Aranis, Dodong Diamond.
Yeah. All kinds of just, world-class players, and
Roberto Gomez.
test your mettle against them a little bit. I mean, it's a really good thing for your mental game. If you want to get mentally tough, go play some world champions.
Yeah, where else do you get to play all these world champions? And dozens of world champions all in one room. For a mere $160.
Good evening, Softran.
Actually, 260 because you're going to want to use your rebuy.
Yeah, and hopefully you get to play another one.
Yeah.
There was actually a guy that was complaining about playing them, and I'm like, man, you're at Derby City. Take a look around. There's 70 guys in this room that'll whoop half the world. Ooh.
Yeah, it's funny when somebody shows up at Derby City and they complain about not getting an easy draw. There are no easy draws, dude.
Yeah, there was one guy I had to play John Brunback, and then this world champion, and now you. And
Yeah, you're at Derby, right?
Yeah, right. And take a look around.
John Throckmorton.
He has that evil Fargo, generally, John Throckmorton.
Asking what mine is, yeah. It
Yeah.
hovers and that.
It's normally 666.
Yeah, it hovers around there, plus or minus a couple points. So I'm definitely not at the level of a lot of the guys at Derby here.
No.
I would be one of the donators.
We actually saw Adam Wheeler at Derby again this year. Got him on our. We got one or two matches with one.
Just one.
One match with Adam Wheeler again this year. One of
Yep,
our
it
friends
was,
from Orlando.
One pocket this time.
Last year was 9-ball against. Was it Roberto?
Last year it was against Roberto Gomez, and this year it wasn't against Roberto again, was it?
No. No, it was funny. One thing that Adam could do that Roberto couldn't was mark his score without using his cue.
Yeah, you could just, the beads up over the lights. You just reach up there and move them with his hand.
He's like, I bet you can't do that. Or there's something you can't do. Something like
All right,
that.
did I mark the score? Is this the right score?
I believe so.
Okay.
Whack.
Cue ball.
Oh, 8-ball saved him. And is the 9-ball going to make it up there? Yeah, it is. So that is a legit break.
Barely.
Barely. Yeah, the 9-ball is completely over the line by almost a whole ball.
Yeah, the old rule was, you drive 4 balls to a rail or pocket a ball. Here, with these rules, pocketing a ball doesn't let you off the hook. Yeah, if you pocket a ball, you still have to drive 2 more balls past the head string. Otherwise, no good.
Can we call it the Corey Duel rule? No, that was a safe off of after the break. I like the 2-rail kick at it here. Only because of that little thing that...
Maybe 3 rails behind it.
yeah, well, you shoot at the 2 rails, and if you maybe
Well, actually,
end
which 2 rails are you thinking?
up out of this lower right-hand corner.
I was looking at the lower left. So I was thinking 3 rails behind it from the lower left.
No, straight out. With the little system that Rafael Martinez taught me, I like coming out of this lower right on the screen there. Now the lower left. 2 rails if and possibly 3 if you hit it short. You aim to hit it short just in case.
Nice hit there, Sajal.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that's going to leave just about straight in, roll forward for the 3.
Yep.
But this is better than ball in hand because this shot's missable.
It's a tight window for shape on that 4 ball. Doesn't look like it goes up table.
No, it doesn't look like it passes the 5, and that side pocket's itty bitty teeny tiny from that angle.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to use the that cut break.
Oh, I thought he missed
Wow.
it. Well,
Now-
he did miss it, but it went in anyway.
John was saying with the 3-ball rule, good reason why he's losing control of his cue ball. Yeah, they're using the cut break because they're trying to get the balls to move, and your cue ball tends to go flying when you have to use that cut break.
Yeah, they're using the cut break because of the new racking requirements that you have to rack the 9 on the spot and break from the break box. So if you hit them solid, you don't make a ball on the break. By using the cut break, the players have found that they make the one on the side every time. So that's why they use the cut break, because they're trying to play the one on the side.
Get around it, get around it. Oh, just a little bit short there.
And Danny did make the one on the side on this
Yep.
break, even though using the cut break, you do lose control of the cue ball a little, so it's hard to play position.
Yeah, but at least you're at the table. Nice shot.
Nice kick.
I forgot to say it, and he did it anyway.
Just tell him to kick it in.
Just kick it in. Little shoot and stop here. Or maybe roll forward a little bit because he wants to play that 7 past the 9. Now he's going to be going across his line here.
You can go forward 3 rails, and that brings you right on the line to the 7.
He's hitting this with left, so he's coming back and forth across table. Just a tiny bit of center left to be working the cue ball back towards the 7 ball.
All right, nicely in line.
Yeah, a little bit of the go forward. Look, yeah, he's got the angle to go into the side rail and off straight at the 8 ball. Well, do you try to punch off of this? Come coming out on backwards 2 rails to the center?
Did he end up straight?
He's
No.
kind of straight. I think I like
Got a
going
little bit of
backwards
angle.
here.
Looks like he can go forward a couple rails. It's really hard to tell on camera the exact angle they have and which way to go.
He is at exactly the 50-yard line here. So this is a shooter's preference. I prefer shooting this to the side pocket. I see that angle better.
Well, he's not he's not exactly on the head string. He's about a quarter of a diamond to the left, so I'm going to the corner here. Oh, he didn't want that one to roll off.
It didn't.
I think that was to avoid the scratch on the side. Nicely done. That puts Danny on the hill.
Yeah, Brandon says that Danny and Tyler Steyer look and play a lot alike. They do look a lot
Yeah,
alike.
they do look alike, and they have a similar style
Uh-huh.
of play also.
But Tyler, you're going to see. No, not that there's anything wrong with the way Danny's dressed, but Tyler was actually dressed in dress slacks and things like that when he was playing dress shoes. He had
Right on.
a jacket or a tie that he, very professional when he
Yeah.
was at the Derby.
And you see other people are just wearing sweats.
Yeah. But, Danny looks very presentable here for, what, yeah. But Tyler would have been wearing dress pants.
And with the cut break, one ball straight in the side, and he's got a shot on the 2.
Yeah, 6 and 4 made it beyond, and I think the 7 did and came back.
That 8 ball just kind of married itself to the cue ball, just gonna make getting on the 3 more difficult. May just have to roll it in and shoot the 3 up table.
Hey Daniel, welcome in and thank you very much. Let me I'll go pull up that that list.
Yeah, up next we have Corey Duell versus Veronika Ivanovskia. I've probably butchered her name. Sorry about that, Veronika.
Veronika. That's because it's N-I-K. Veronika. And then who will it be? Gary and Emmeline?
The lineup's posted online.
But
Anyway,
it's not in the right order. That's Danny and them at the very bottom.
all right, sorry. So I don't believe that 5 passes the 9. He's blocked. I can't see it now, but I think the 5 is tied up. He's going to try to break it out here.
Yeah, well, if it is, that cue ball's got
Oh,
good
he
line.
was trying to break it out.
Yeah, he had a good line with the cue ball.
Now just super soft roll up on it. Try to get that cue ball in behind the 9. Just thin off of it.
That's tough.
Well,
You got to have a really soft touch here. Thin
he's
the
got
5
the
as thin as
he's
you
got
can.
the touch. He's got the touch for
Yeah,
it.
he's looking at kicking this 5 ball in.
I think he's looking at sending them both for a ride and see where the 5's going off the 9.
Yeah, maybe.
Or off the rail, billiard into the 5-9.
Billiard into the 5, off of the 5 into the 9, 9 in the corner. I
Yes.
like that too.
Of course, you'd want someone to watch that hit.
I think at this point, Sajal's just waiting for the nightmare to be over.
All right, looks like he's going rail first, then trying to billiard into the 9 is what it looks like. That's what he's doing, and
5
he's
goes.
made the 5. Little two-way shot.
Yeah, and he's got a shot in the 6. All he's got, and what he needs to do is roll forward anyhow to get that angle on the 7 in the side to let the cue ball come for the 8. So just a nice level cue, and roll this ball forward. Needs to get it past the past where the 6 ball is right now to have the angle to get down table on the 8. Bounce off that end rail. That's a nice shot. Nice line here.
Now this looks like it's on that line where if you shoot this with a level cue, like just follow, looks like the cue ball's going straight at the 8. is how it looks to me.
I think he's going to hit right at the that AccuRack.
Yeah, it just looks to me a level follow stroke takes it right at the 8, which is not what you want. That's how it looks to me. It's pretty deceiving on tail. No, that's going right at the 8.
Right at
That's
the
what I
8.
thought.
We need to get a nice kiss here.
And
that
I
second little
think he got it.
that second little kiss gave him a little angle to be able to cut at this 8 ball. And all he has to do is make it. The cue ball is going to go up and down table right back at the 9.
But yeah, this is not an easy shot. I mean,
No.
got to worry about the cue ball coming back and hitting your cue stick. This is not easy. Yeah, he's not liking it.
No, you don't like it, but
He's looking at playing safe, drawn in behind the 9, bank the 8 out of there.
to rail the 8 up to the head rail and bring the cue ball in behind the 9.
Yeah, looks like he's playing safe. Doesn't like slicing at it. Just gonna play safe. And is he gonna get there?
Yeah,
I think he got there.
Oh yeah, he more than got there.
I mean,
Unfortunately, it's landed right in front of the side pocket.
Yeah, Sajal's got a chance. Fortunately, all you have to do is make the 8 and you'll have shape on the 9. You don't have to worry about like hitting it extra hard to try to bring the cue ball 3 rails around or anything silly like that. Just make the 8. If you make the 8, you're good. Make the 8, you win the game.
Yep.
So pretend you're playing 8 ball and you're on the 8. Make the 8, you win.
And just act like you're trying to kick the cue ball straight into this middle of the side pocket.
Yeah,
We all know how to do that.
Then the 8 hits the point. Good hit. Oh, this is a good leave.
Yeah, this isn't bad at all. Kick it in off the end rail. That 9 ball's kind of big for that, huh?
No, I don't think the 9's in the way for kicking it in the side. Is it off the rail far enough where it goes in the side?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, he's looking at it. Yeah, I don't think that 9's in the way at all for this.
No, it's not. Looking at it on the other screen, it looks like it could get in the way, but I like to do that. I like to look at the left screen for some reason.
No, he doesn't like the kick at it. He's going to go
bank
for the
it.
bank.
Or the billiard.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
That 8 gets on the end rail.
All right, Sajal's still alive.
Yeah, but nothing easy about this.
Can bank the 8 at the 9 or even try to cut the 8 in and send the cue ball at the 9. Go for the bank.
Go for the ramp.
All right, we got one pocket match on table 15. Fedor Gorst, Danny Smith. Gorst and Smith, table 15.
Yeah, bank the 8 at the 9. As opposed to trying to cut the 8 in.
Yeah. I don't know. That 9's sitting in. Look where it is in that pocket. You got to hit it good. It's deep and on. Laying inside
you got to hit it even better to cut this 8 in. So pick your poison.
I like cutting the 8 here. That 9 is so deep in that hole.
Perfect. Nice shot. Sajal on the scoreboard. He is not going to be skunked. In fact, this is the beginning of his comeback.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Danny right where he wants him. John Faulkner says needs just 8 more just like that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all you need. Nice. Let Danny have a nice little comfortable lead, so Danny's feeling confident. Maybe false sense of security there, and Danny Sajal's just gonna come in and clean up now.
The silent assassin.
Sajal, the silent assassin, Ghimire.
Maybe that's what we should call Sky, the silent assassin.
Or the silencer, Sky the silencer.
There you go. You gotta put that on the post.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I do too.
You know,
Especially after that,
yeah.
the Moscone Cup. It's
Yeah.
awesome. All right, Ashley De La Cruz, where are you?
So, John Throckmorton, how's that Harry Richards cue working out for you that Sherry sold to you?
That was funny. I had a guy come up to me in
Oh,
Derby and
nice
ask
shot.
me about it. I said, "Are you a railbird?" Yes, sir, I am. You know a guy in Florida named Johnny Q?
Yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact,
Yes,
I
we
just saw Johnny.
just sold him a cue that he's been wanting for 20 years. He finally wore you down after 20 years. This was a really nice safety by Sajal.
Oh, wow.
Danny's looking at just taking. Looks like he's looking at just taking an intentional foul and tying some stuff up.
Yeah, there isn't a really good path to get to that at all. Yeah,
Yeah, he's just going to try to tie something up, and that's not bad.
yeah, that makes a shape to it tough from where the 4 is, but was starting with ball in hand.
Yeah.
Just shoot the 3 in the corner and roll up a little bit so that you can shoot the 4.
So yeah, I'm thinking 3-4, and then just play safe on the 5. Just bank the 5 out of there.
Well,
If you can get behind, if you can get behind the 8, or
why when the 5 goes, if
the
you can
5
get
goes.
down there.
I'm thinking 3 foul. But yeah, good luck trying to 3 foul someone of Danny's caliber. Right, this is perfect angle. I can just drift underneath this 5 here for the 5 in that upper right corner on screen. So yeah, he's probably going for the run out. He's probably not going for another safety. Although at this angle, he may decide to play safe just because it's easier than trying to slice it as 5. But well, let's see what Sajal does.
On this angle here, I'm probably playing safe, snug up against the side of the 8. That's what he was trying to do, and just let his cue ball go forward a little bit.
No, this is not bad because that 9 blocks the 1 rail kick at it.
Yeah, still a good result.
And no jump cues allowed. Can't jump with your break cue either. It's got to be your full playing cue. Oh, is he lining up a jump or does he have a window? No, he's going to just jump over the edge. All right, that's the first jump I've seen this whole time.
And there goes. Oh, I thought the 7 was gone. All right, kick the 9 in the side now, Sajal.
There you go. Giddy up. Put a saddle on it.
Take it for a ride.
Brandon wants to know what's the difference between this and the event a couple weeks ago. There is no difference. This is the event from a couple weeks ago. We are not allowed to live stream from the Derby City. We are only allowed to record and upload later. So this is a pre-recorded match from the Derby City a couple weeks ago. But we are doing the commentary live because we figured that'd be more fun than just recording matches and then just uploading them to YouTube. Figured it'd be more fun to actually interact with you guys while we all watch the match together. Oh no, no hit. Ball in hand for Danny. This is a wide open rack.
Yeah.
Danny on the hill. I'm not liking Sajal's chances from here.
Yeah, straight at the line. When you got ball in hand and you can do that, that's something that Tor Lorry teaches about using that rail to come up at up the line of your shot. And
Yeah, Tor Lowry, he has some really good instructional videos on YouTube available for free.
0x.
Yeah, the 0x billiards. Yeah, he also has some paid stuff, which is also very good. But his free stuff is really good too. So yeah, I'm a fan of Tor Lowry. I like his stuff. And Sajal says that is good. All right, so Danny Olson defeating Sajal Ghimire 9-1. This was round 2 action, and Sajal still alive if he wants to use his rebuy. He still has that available. All right, we're going to have more 9-ball action coming up. Thank you guys for watching. Stick around.
See you in a bit.